Everyone in the village used to say one thing. Nwabili loves his wife too much. But no one knew how far that love would take him. Because one day, Nwabili sold everything he owned. His father's land, his taxi, his tools, even the goat his children drank milk from. Why? Because his wife, Adao, said she had a dream. She wanted to travel abroad. She wanted to start a business in a foreign land. She said, "If I go there, I will make us rich. You will be proud of me." And Nwabili believed her. He believed her so much. He gave her his whole life. But when she reached that foreign land, she did something he never thought she would do. She forgot him. She forgot the man who sold his future so she could have hers. Nwabili was not a rich man, but he was not a lazy man either. He woke up before the sun. He drove his taxi through dusty roads, honking at chickens, dodging potholes, shouting greetings to traders at the market. He smelled of sweat and engine oil. His hands were rough. His shirt was faded. But his heart was full of love for Adao. Adao was beautiful. Her skin was smooth like shea butter. Her voice was soft like rain on a tin roof. When she laughed, people turned to look. When she walked through the village, young men whispered her name. But she was restless. She would sit under the mango tree in their small compound and say, "Nwabili, I am tired of this life. I am tired of selling tomatoes in the market. I am tired of washing clothes by hand. I want more." Nwabili would hold her hand and say, "What do you want, my wife? Tell me, and I will try." "I want to go abroad," she said. "I want to start a business. I want to make something of myself." Nwabili felt a sharp pain in his chest. He knew what she was asking. Going abroad was not cheap. It cost more money than he had ever seen. But when he looked into her eyes, he saw hope. He saw fire. He saw the woman he had married, the woman who had given him 2 children, the woman who had slept beside him on a thin mat for 10 years. So he made a choice. He sold his father's land, the land that had been in his family for 3 generations. He sold the taxi that fed his family. He sold his tools. He sold his goat. He borrowed money from his brothers. He borrowed money from his friends. He even borrowed money from the moneylender, who charged interest that could break a man's back. When he finally had enough, he gave it all to Adao. She cried. She held him. She said, "Thank you, my husband. I will not forget this. I will make you proud." And then she left. At first, Adao called every week. Her voice crackled through the phone. "Nwabili, I am here. The city is big. The buildings touch the sky. There are so many people, so many cars. I am trying to find my way." Nwabili smiled. He pressed the phone to his ear like it was made of gold. "Take your time, my wife. I am here. The children are here. We are waiting for you." But then the calls became fewer. Once every 2 weeks, then once a month, then once every 2 months. Her voice changed too. It became sharper, faster. She spoke in a language Nwabili did not fully understand, mixing English with words from the foreign land, speaking quickly like she was in a hurry to finish talking to him. "Nwabili, I am busy. The business is hard. I am trying. I will send money soon." But the money never came. Nwabili waited. He told himself, "She is working hard. She is saving. She will send something soon." But his children grew thinner. His neighbors whispered. His brothers stopped visiting. The moneylender came to his door, knocking harder each time, shouting louder each time. Nwabili had nothing left to give. He took a job carrying bags at the motor park. He carried heavy loads on his head under the hot sun. His back bent, his knees ached. Young boys laughed at him. "That is Nwabili, the man who sold everything for his wife. Look at him now." Still he waited for Adaobi. One day, Nwabili's cousin, Femi, returned from abroad. Femi was wearing shiny shoes and a thick gold chain. He smelled of expensive perfume. He smiled too wide, showing all his teeth. He came to Nwabili's small room, the room Nwabili now rented because he had no house anymore. And he sat down slowly, like a man who did not want to say what he came to say. "Nwabili," Femi said quietly, "I saw your wife." Nwabili's heart jumped. "Adaobi, you saw her? How is she? Is she well? Did she send something for me?" Femi looked at the ground. He rubbed his hands together. "She is well. She is very well." "What do you mean?" Femi sighed. "She is living in a big house. She is wearing expensive clothes. She is driving a car. She has a new man." The room became silent. Nwabili stared at Femi like he was speaking a foreign language. "What? What did you say?" "She has a new man, Nwabili. A rich man. She told people she is not married. She told people she came to the country alone. She does not mention you. She does not mention your children." Nwabili felt like the ground had opened and swallowed him whole. He could not breathe. He could not think. His hands shook. His chest burned. "No," he whispered. "No. Adaobi would not do that. She promised. She said she would come back. She said, 'I'm sorry, brother,'" Femi said. "But I thought you should know." Nwabili sold the last thing he had, his wedding ring, and bought a phone card. He called Adaobi. She did not answer. He called again. She did not answer. He called 20 times. Finally, she picked up. "Hello?" Her voice was cold. "Annoyed. Adaobi," Nwabili said, and his voice broke. "It is me, your husband." There was a long silence. "Why are you calling me?" she said. "Why am I calling you?" Nwabili could not believe his ears. "You are my wife. I sold everything for you. I gave you everything I had. And now you will not even talk to me?" "Nwabili, listen to me," she said slowly, like she was speaking to a child. "That life is over. I am someone else now. I have a new life. I cannot come back to that village. I cannot come back to poverty. I cannot come back to you." Nwabili felt tears running down his face. "What about our children? What about me? What about everything I did for you?" "You did what you wanted to do," she said. "I did not force you." And then she hung up. Years passed. Nwabili raised his children alone. He worked hard. His back never straightened again. His hair turned gray. But his children grew strong. They went to school. They learned. They respected their father because they saw his sacrifice. One day, Nwabili was sitting under the same mango tree where Adaobi used to sit, when a car drove into the village. It was a big car. Shiny. Expensive. People gathered to see who it was. The door opened, and a woman stepped out. She was wearing a beautiful dress. Her hair was styled. Her skin was still smooth. But her eyes looked tired. It was Adaobi. She walked slowly toward Nwabili. Her hands were shaking. "Nwabili," she said quietly. He looked at her. He did not stand up. "The man left me," she said. Her voice was small now, broken. "He found someone younger. He threw me out. I have nothing. I came back. I came back home." Nwabili looked at her for a long time. His children stood behind him, watching. The whole village was watching. Finally, Nwabili spoke. "You said this life was over. he said. You said you could not come back to poverty. You said you could not come back to me. Adaubi fell to her knees. Tears poured down her face. I was wrong. I was foolish. I was blind. Please, Nwabili, please forgive me. Nwabili stood up slowly. He looked at his children. He looked at the villagers. He looked at the woman who had broken his heart. And then he said, I forgive you, Adaubi, because I promised before God that you are my wife. But the man you left, that man is gone. He sold everything. He broke his back. He cried until he had no tears left. The man standing here now is someone else. And this man knows his worth. He turned and walked away. Adaubi knelt in the dust, weeping. When you abandon the people who sacrificed everything for you, do not be surprised when you return and find they have learned to live without you. Love is not weakness. Sacrifice is not foolishness. But a person who knows their worth will never beg to be valued again.